Happy Friday. Welcome to the On Deck podcast on the LineStar YouTube channel. Alongside Tyler Wiemann, I'm Shannon Sommerville, and we've got your top MLB player prop bets for today. Plus, as always, our home run calls of the day. It is Friday. We have made it to the end of the week, and coming into this Friday on a nice winning streak here. 4-0 yesterday on the player prop bets that we gave out, which calls for a money gun celebration. Love to end the week on a high note here. That's how we do it. Man, did you see that money gun firing off? Awesome way to start this show for today. Tyler, how are you feeling?
Go today.
I had that issue last week. See, the thing is, we just been overworking our money guns lately. We've been crushing it this season. Well, just earlier in the week, we had two off days. We got back on the track here. Yesterday, we were 4-0 in our picks, recapping what those were. Brandon Lau over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Vladdy Daddy had a bomb for us. Nice. Jonathan Aranda, 6 hits, runs, and RBIs. So clearly cashed on that one. Jeremy Pena delivered for us as well. And I almost hit a 5-legger, but Cal Raleigh just couldn't quite get there on the over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI, so I missed out on that payday. But hey, today is Flex Friday, which means we've got extra picks for you today. We are sending it. It is Full Send Friday, which means our contest is a little bit different than normal in that we're going to put all 6 of the player prop bets on an entry, and if we cash that, one randomly selected commenter will win $100. You got to be in it to win it. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. And you're in it to win it. $100 could be yours if we go 6 for 6 today. Now, yesterday, we were 2 for 2 on our main picks, which means a randomly selected commenter wins $20. So the winner of that contest, happy to announce, is going to be Wabbit, who commented, "Let's go, great picks. We'll follow up." Well, you'll follow up and hopefully cash in on this contest. Make sure to comment on today's video so we can get in touch with you for your winnings. Again, $20 coming your way, courtesy of us here at LineStar. We appreciate you guys and all the support. Make sure to like today's video, comment below, and also be subscribed to the channel, and you could win our next contest. And hopefully it's a nice victory on a 6-pick entry. We've got a mondo slate today in baseball action for today. 13 games on the main slate if you guys are playing DFS. Tyler, any initial impressions of what we're working with Major League Baseball action today?
This Braves game is a very interesting one. Giolito has got just crushed by the Braves, but he's also, one of those pitchers that can have real boom, real good games. So it's a pretty volatile spot, and it's going to be an interesting one to play for DFS.
Make sure to check out Tyler's DFS breakdown. Also, right now, go check out the Props Optimizer if you haven't already. That is the tool that has been helping us crush it this season in the player prop bets, and it is a totally free app wherever you get your apps on iOS and on Android today. Props Optimizer can really help you find some great value in the prop market. And that's what we're going to be using and referencing throughout this video. So let's kick things off, shall we? Tyler, what are you rolling with for your number 1 prop bet of the day?
Speaking of that Atlanta Braves team, we're going right there with Matt Olson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Our LineStar projections 2.1. Consensus is 2.2. Man's hitting 260 with a 284 ISO over the last 20 games. Giolito has a 6.11 ERA and a 3.12 ISO to left-handed bats. And in 14 plate attempts, Matt Olson is hitting 538 with 4 home runs. Good for a 923 ISO. Love his spot for over 1.5 hit, runs, and RBI.
Very likely to go yard today, given all of the splits that we've seen there. For my pick, I'm going to go with Corbin Carroll, the Arizona Diamondback slugger, over 1.5 bases. LineStar's projection is 2.7. This is a top 5% hitter versus righties. He's been crushing it all season long and delivering for us, mostly in the hits, runs, and RBI category, but that's all the way up at 2.5 for today. So I prefer to take 1.5 bases here. He's top 20% barreled balls versus righties over the last 2 weeks, so he does have the power and can get there for us, especially against Washington Nationals righty Jake Irvin, who has worse splits to lefty bats. So that bodes well for us, being that Carroll is a lefty bat. And Irvin, in fact, is giving up a 747 OPS to lefties. That's a little bit higher than league average, but he's also giving up a 1.64 home run per 9 rate to lefty bats. So a lot of power that he's giving up to lefties. And Carroll's a guy who can absolutely rake. He's actually 4 for 9 against Irvin with 2 home runs. So liking Carroll for today. Also liking the fact that behind Irvin is a bullpen that we've kind of been targeting a little bit this season. They rank 26 specifically versus lefty bats. So another point to consider. Plus Carroll, second most likely to go yard according to LineStar's Dinger report for today. And plus 310 for a home run might be some good value there as well. All right, Tyler, let's keep it rolling. Try to fill out this entry for today. What else you got?
I'm going to go with the Martian. Jasson Dominguez over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. LineStar projections 2.4. Consensus 1.9. Gosselin's allowing a 6.97 ERA to left-handed bats. The Martian has a 2.22 ISO over the last 20, and he has a top 10% hitter versus right-handed pitching. Then I think there could be old Kyle Schwarber today. We're going over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. LineStar projections 2.4, consensus 2.3. He's hitting 285 over the last 150 games versus left-handed pitching. 276 average, 414 ISO, and 4 home runs over the last 20 versus left-handed pitching. Plus, I mean, it's pretty much June, and Schwarber just absolutely dominates Junes every single year. He started getting hot in May. I like him to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Only reason that one actually isn't my main is because there is a little bit of worry if the game plays. So I just threw it on to one of the last ones today.
There we go. All right. So Tyler, you talked about Matt Olson being your top pick for today, and in fact, I'm also liking some of those Braves bats. So I've got 2 for you. The first one being Ronald Acuna Jr., who seems to have wasted no time coming back and easing into the season. We're going to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs here for him. LineStar's projection is 3.1 in this category. Now, I did see this bump up, so you could go also over 1.5 bases as well, but he has been over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs 3 of the 6 games he's been back, batting .375. I know it's kind of a small sample size versus righty, but he's still showing a ton of power. Top 5% exit velocity versus righties over the last 2 weeks. And he's facing Lucas Giolito, the righty for the Boston Red Sox, who's giving up a 314 average to righties. Acuna is 2 for 5 against him with a home run. So I know it's a small sample size, but I always like to see when a player has gone yard against an opposing pitcher because it means he'll go into the batter's box with a little extra confidence maybe. But also Giolito is giving up a 36.6% hard contact to righty bats, so that's pretty high. We've also got weather conditions that are favorable to the hitters for today. 74 degrees, 12-mile-an-hour winds out to left center in Atlanta. The run total for today in this game is 9.5. Ronald Acuna is also plus 330 for a home run today, so not a bad way to play that one as well for a little extra bang for your buck. And lastly, I don't mind going to Austin Riley, another Atlanta Braves bat, really kind of leaning into the splits on Giolito here, as I mentioned when I talked about Ronald Acuna. And LineStar's projection here is 2.7. Again, a top 20% hitter versus righties going up against Giolito, who's giving up worse splits to righty bats. So don't mind playing it there. Tyler talked about this being, kind of a risky situation because Lucas Giolito is a highly volatile pitcher in that sometimes he dials in. Other times he just gets completely blown up. What are we going to get today? My thought, Tyler, is with those favorable hitter conditions and the Atlanta Braves bats kind of coming to life with the injection of Ronald Acuna Jr. back into the lineup, my money's on the Braves. How about you?
I think they're probably going to get to him. For DFS purposes, though, I think Giolito is an interesting pitcher just because he's, going to be very, very low owned. Braves are likely to be high owned, so there's huge leverage there if, he's able to get it done and have one of those outstanding outings.
It definitely makes sense from a leverage play position for that. But for our purposes, we're just throwing all 6 of these picks on an entry for today, and we are sending it. And guess what? We go 6 for 6. One randomly selected commenter wins $100. It is full send Friday. We got to celebrate the end of the week with a nice 6-leg parlay to send it for today. Let us know what you think of our picks for today in the comments. Remember, not only does that help us out in the good old YouTube algorithm, but it also helps you out because if we go 6 for 6, someone's getting some money. Remember, like this video. You also have to be subscribed to the channel and comment below. Those are the 3 steps. And also, remember, the Props Optimizer is totally free right now. Go check it out today. Download it, available wherever you get your apps. It can help you tremendously in finding the best value in the prop market, especially if you're playing on a site like Underdog or PrizePicks, where, you know, for the most part, the payout is going to be the same regardless of what the odds are in the sportsbook. So you can sort by what the odds are in the sportsbooks and try to find some value on Underdog and PrizePicks. So I highly recommend it. Go check it out today. Again, the Props Optimizer. Check it out. Now it's time for home run calls of the day. Tyler, where are you headed for a dinger on this Friday to end the week?
Well, I'm going to go to Ronald Acuna Jr. plus 310 to hit a home run. LineStar has him at a 20.2% chance for a home run. Giolito is allowing a 264 ISO to right-handed bats. 1.6 home runs per 9 so far this year. Last time he was in the MLB was 2023, where he allowed 2 home runs per 9. I don't think he's gotten any better as he's got older either. Acuna, 72% hard hit rate. 102 average exit velocity. And this year so far, he has a 15.8% launch angle, which is almost double what he was the last 2 years. So he's getting the ball in the air a little bit more right now, and he's driving it with a 30.8% barrel rate. With 12-mile-an-hour winds blowing out, I really like Acuna's chance for a home run.
Well, Tyler, after the Knicks won last night, I'm in a New York state of mind. Go New York, go New York, go. And we've got the Yankees going to the West Coast to take on the Dodgers. And there's not much juice on this one, but I've got my gavel ready because it is an Aaron Judge bomb day. Let's go. Just plus 144. So actually, I kind of maybe prefer taking just RBI, which is even money, but we got to give out a winner here on this home run call, and so I'm going with Judge. Yes, it's chalky, but LineStar's giving him a 27.6% chance of going yard today. He's got 18 on the year. He's got to catch up to take back the lead in the home runs department. He's got a 349 ISO versus righties. That's the highest of any player on the slate, minimum 5 plate appearances. He had a home run the last game against the Dodgers in the World Series. I think he's going to be in that revenge mode today, going up against Tony Gonsolin, who's giving up a 159 home run per 9 rate and 39% hard contact to righty bats. Dodgers bullpen behind him, giving up a 1.24 home run per 9 rate. That ranks 26 in Major League Baseball, plus 75 degrees, 9-mile-an-hour winds out to center. All rise, Aaron Judge for a bomb today. So not the best value, but we got to give out a winner. If you aren't already following our Twitter account every day on LineStar Twitter, we'll do a little home run calls contest if you retweet us, and you can enter into the contest. And just another thing we've got going here at LineStar to get everyone involved on our Twitter account. So make sure to go check that out as well. And the Home Run Dinger Report tool is an awesome tool that helps us not only just in our home run calls, but also for maybe some of our prop bets as well. It's a great tool that can kind of show you where the best value is for those home run calls, but also you can go 1.5 bases and take the over. In fact, yesterday I used it and I almost cashed that 5-legger because of that. So make sure to go check it out. It is available on the LineStar app, linestarapp.com. That's going to do it for us today. Feeling good about our picks for today. Let us know what you're rolling with, though. If you've got any locks, drop them below. We're all here to help each other out and try to beat the books. End the week putting a little extra money in our pocket if we can. Good luck in all of your prop betting endeavors. Remember to bet responsibly. We'll see you guys back here on Monday. Have a good weekend.